and I pledge that one today. President Muhammadu Buhari loved this country consistently, morning after morning, decision after decision, straight through to the oath he took. That is why even those who disagree with him often acknowledged his honesty. Our political journey together taught me that cooperation across differences is not weakness, it is wisdom. Nation building demands that we compete passionately and we compete dispassionately. Govern responsibly. President Muhammadu Buhari understood that the contest ends when the oath begins. In his memory, let us keep our politics honorable and our governance focused on results. Nigeria is greater than any tribe, language, faith, or political party. This book reminds us that one life lived with restraint and responsibility.
Fellow Nigerians, this is just the beginning.
Because I knew that Kolu was reading from his teleprompter, so it would have been funnier if he was just saying it like his normal random thing, you know. They say a dead fish cannot swim again because it is dead. What? Is that like what? Philosopher or what? That's Kolu. You know what I mean? No matter how short you are, you can see the sky. What? Is that? But you know, say now that kind of say if you go to a boat joint, here you get. You will see somebody that say, Baba, I the reason I'm because I don't discover the technique where Jesus used 2 fish to feed 5,000 people. Say, how? Say, Baba, he shred the fish, you need. Say, I never thought of that too. Like he shred the fish. Now, small thing, oh. That's exactly what Kolu is. When Kolu is not reading his teleprompter, he's quite a funny person. He will speak randomly, like, just like loosely. You don't want to make any sense of what he's saying. You know, say, well, like, if I go outside, I'm always going to see the sky. Like, is that something so deep? Say, more deep, oh, deep, oh, deep. A dead fish can never swim. Say, why? Because it is dead. Say, that's deep. That's deep. Baba go deep. We don't know what everybody go yeah. That's Kolu. And that's how much the standard is, so to say. In that book, Buhari was presented as one dunce, a very stupid old person. I'm not kidding you. It was presented like everything that happened under Buhari, he is not really aware because he trusted them to go and do the work. It was presented that Buhari trusted people so much that the people abused that trust. They presented in that book, they presented Buhari as somebody who lacks his own personal will. He was controlled from the day one to his last day by Maman Daura. Buhari was presented like somebody who was such a very like stupid man that anybody could walk in. If the moment you have access to him, you could convince him to sign off some certain things that ordinarily Baba not supposed to happen. So it was just a stupid person. Now, some people who are already reading the book are feeling like insulted. But they had a small ceremony though. And Buhari's family and daughter, they were all there. And that was where Aisha dropped the bomb that she had to, for her own safety, she had to relocate back to Dubai and then to London because it got so bad that Buhari believed Maman Daura and others that she, Aisha, was going to kill him. And that is why she never saw Buhari like spend one-on-one time with her husband, other than just for photo op and all those things you see inside the Aso Rock and the rest, right? Aisha was so limited that she never entered the same room with Buhari until his death. I didn't say that, she said it, right? But they mounted a big caricature of the book, by the way, and some of these Northerners are really mad that this book didn't. And the person that wrote the book never had an opportunity to sit with Buhari. He was appointed by Buhari. He was working for Buhari, Charles Somole, but never had a single chance, 1 minute chance to sit in the same place with Buhari. Talk less of actually having any close encounter with all the characters. But he did capture them to some extent. And some said he was actually commissioned by Tinubu to go and do this arched job for God knows what.
That said, the unveiling of the world, from soldier to statesman, the legacy of Muhammad.
That was a call there. Now let's wrap it up. You know, Dangote has taken a further step against Mr. Farouk or Malam Farouk Ahmed over this issue of his corruption. Dangote has further submitted a petition against this Mr. Farouk to the ICPC because according to him, not only that he spent $5 million sending his children to school in Switzerland, he also was at the verge of paying oil marketers in Nigeria 200 billion naira. Something to say, okay, maybe it's probably like indirectly fueling, subsidizing the oil marketers so that they can cut down the price of petroleum in Nigeria against him, Dangote, and, you know, something like a sabotage again. Only for Mr. Farouk to wake up this morning and said, I'm not going to say anything. In fact, I'm done. He resigned. Yeah, the guy resigned there today. And that is kind of like shocking. Because forever make Dangote go this, come this far to call out the head of an agency, accused him of corruption, and wanted him not only to be sacked, but to be prosecuted, investigated and prosecuted. And the individual of, Dangote said, printed flyer, put them inside the Nation newspaper, Tinubu's newspaper this morning. Dangote published the names of this Farouk, the school they went for 6 years, how much the tuition cost, and how much is suspected that he must have spent. And he put his name down there and said it's Dangote, Aliko Dangote. Let me take this one off. Sure, you get me now? Like he went all out, signed Aliko Dangote. Then he went on again to go and put it inside newspapers. You feel me? Inside Tinubu's newspaper. So he wants Tinubu to see it. I don't know what happened, right? Maybe the guy was called and told to put in his resignation. And in that same breath, Tinubu appointed his replacement. Okay, let me check out the name of this guy, right? So who has now been appointed in replacement to replace the Mr. Malam Farouk, right? So that's the replacement. Sorry, I didn't grab his name. Adeboyega something. That's his name. All right. And also, while we are here, right? So there is already a report of the Nigeria's Tasgira. What is that guy's name? Your foreign affairs minister. They are in Ouagadougou meeting with Ibrahim Traore to plead their case of the 11 military personnel, right? And the news says they have been released right now. So they traveled down to Burkina Faso to go and plead their case concerning the, the detained military men, accused of violating the Burkina Faso's, airspace, suspected to be spies and all of that. So these guys have managed to get them out. And yeah, out of respect, he said, Ibrahim Traore ordered the release of these men and the aircraft. So that's a good one. You got me? Yeah. So Mr. Farouk has resigned. We don't know that if that is just a way of Dangote, like I said before, for Dangote to come public, because usually you don't see Dangote in the public. It doesn't come to the public to do all this fight. It is behind. Those who get crushed by him are those that will come to the media to tell us about what Dangote is doing. He's monopolistic, he's manipulative, he's this and that, but you never hear him. But because of this refinery, it can no longer stay behind the invincible Dangote, Aliko. So for him to come out boldly to accuse the head of an agency, it is always going to be the other way, not Dangote. Yeah, except that if Tinubu decided to probably turn the hand of the clock, right? So Farouk is gone, and then the allegation as well, we have no idea where that is going to now probably edge. I thought I should mention it before we go to bed this evening, okay, or this night. And here is another one. Amaechi, Amaechi or Angon. We're talking about Buhari earlier, aren't we? So one of the most powerful supposed minister of Buhari during this time is Abubakar Malami, the former minister of injustice in that contraption. Malami has been in detention now for corruption, by the way. He's been in detention now for over 7 days now. So he's been in detention of the EFCC because of the suspected $17 million that got paid to some lawyers from Abacha loot. That's the one I've been talking about since, yeah. They finally officially are now kind of acknowledging it, that indeed, among all the money that Malami scooped from, or schemed from the returned Abacha loot, right? There was a particular $17 million. That's what they're holding him, right? So the thief once said, by the way, that people said they spent this money to buy cars for Buhari's campaign for his own, for his own campaign. I think there's a subtitle underneath.
Wajen bada miyagun kwayoyi lokacin da muke bada kofi ba za su ji daɗin an kawo aikin alheri saboda ka sun yaya da cewa an raba mota 100 fiye da haka nan 200 masan in Allah ya hore min jirgi 100.
AGF Malami.
Abubakar Malami. He was accused of sharing over 200 Mercedes cars. If they hold this guy and what they have done to what they did to Nigeria is actually treason. Yeah, that's how much money they had. He was accused of sharing over 200 cars, Mercedes Benz, to his supporters for his governorship ambition. And he said others are using their money to share hard drugs to the youth. He shared cars. They are complaining that he shared cars. that inshallah, by the grace of Allah, he will share aircraft, like he will share plane. That means he's going to share something bigger than that. But where is that coming from? From stolen money. Another one that's also a clown. That one robbed his own state to bring APC to power, but he's barely acknowledged. His name is Rotifmi Amaechi Ubima Judas Iscariot. Ubima Judas Iscariot is somebody, right, who somehow have managed to evade the radar. Okay, so right now he wants to be president. Yeah. So at one event this week, he was telling his listeners that he would never settle for a vice. What do you call it? He would never settle for the vice presidency because, right, he would rather be president, of course, and I kind of understand that. But with what money? Of course, your money. You know, Rotifmi Amaechi.
My wife said I should not take her own budget. I will not be vice president to anybody. There are too many reasons why I won't be vice president to anybody. The first reason is that I'm too presidential to be vice. Instead of that, I would rather be a minister than be a vice president. Unless I see a president that will do what I did to my deputy, we run a joint office. Every morning they visit my office, we sit in my office, we run government together. He closes at 4 p.m. I continue till 8. I go home. Now, that's the first thing. The second thing is what lighted them in the South. In 2015, my argument to the South was it was the turn of the North. It would be wrong for the South to take power from the North because it's their turn. So what lighted the South now? No, you're not qualified to be president. Let's go back to the North, the turn of the North. No, I won't. It will be difficult for me to go to sell that idea that the South, you can't be president because the North wants back power. Again, I don't care about zoning. Trust me, I don't care about zoning. I don't care. I will continue to sell to Nigeria. I told Nigerians that if you voted for President Tinubu, you will suffer. Because I know, well, don't forget we've been in politics, of course. So when I hear him complain, I laugh. When I hear him argue with them, I laugh. Because that time they were laughing, I was crying. Now I'm laughing, they are doing what? Nigerians are also part of their own problem. If you know you can't defend the votes, let's not confront you. Because if you think they won't win the election, you're wasting your time. So take it for free, I will not be vice.
Nuisance, Lele.
It's Nigeria. Nobody Wike won't be president of Nigeria too. I mean, if Were Wike was your presidential candidate in PDP and there was no Peter Obi in the picture, who knows? Maybe Wike will be your president now, and it will be a complete different experience, so to say. But yeah, shit happens. So thank you very much, everyone. All right, for your time. Yeah, we kind of like stretched it a bit extra this evening. So thank you. If you haven't really liked the broadcast, this is a reminder. Please do share it. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't at this point. Okay. So I am going to see you again, of course. And you should all have a good night, so to say. Thanks for your time. Princess, you had our time this evening. Good night.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Lórí Facebook, lórí pẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
bó bá ṣe eré àní Maiyegun máa wí.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Maiyegun Diary politico.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Maiyegun.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
àní Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary Nayibi #1.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí Facebook.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
lórí YouTube.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ijó ìgbádìyẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
kí gómìnà gbówó jẹ.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú.
Maiyegun máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
ha kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀ ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.
tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. èèpo ọ̀bọ̀lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bùyà àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o. ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé.